Hello guys, and welcome back to another 100% walkthrough for LEGO The Hobbit. So guys, today we're going to be doing the 100% walkthrough for Overhill and Underhill. But before we do that, we do have enough studs to get the studs times 4. So we're going to do that just so that we can get tons more studs and the Master Burglar easier in the levels. So what you're going to need to do is, there's this whole puzzle. So you need to hit this, and now it'll tell you these things. I'm just gonna tell you what to do. So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to follow these yellow ones and go the opposite way of what these purple ones say. So we're just gonna start walking here, and then follow that. Go here. So now we go that way because that one's purple, and then we go this way because that one's yellow. And then we go this way because it's purple. And then we head up here. If you didn't know, we're in Weathertop, which is where Sam and Frodo are in Lord of the Rings. That's actually a different LEGO game that we're going to be playing later. Actually, after this one. So it is right up here in Weathertop. And then you're told to go back down. And then this way. And then back this way, and then this will show up right here. So now you need to switch to a character that can do the digging things. Feely can. You could also choose Sam or another character like that, and there is your key. So now this door will open, and it will take you to the blacksmith design, which is needed for this. This is like a whole thing. I could have made my own video on it, but I didn't. I just want to kind of put it in with the 100% walkthroughs, just so that we can get this game done in as little episodes as possible. So now when you get over to here, there will be some sapphire things, because those are the hardest to get. There are some sapphire things up here. You can also trade for these. You can also trade for these, the 20. Because over here, you are going to need 20 of each one of rubies, emeralds, and sapphires. You're going to need 3 of each one. So plan accordingly. You can buy at the Elven Loot Dispenser. That's what I did, because I did not actually have enough, but I did that off camera. So now just aim at all of these. And now those will be up, and then just jump on them to get across. Now you're going to need to plop in the 20. I bought 29. So our studs aren't as high as they were before, but it's still enough for the thing. And now the rubies, which I did have enough of before we did this. Oh, there we are. We needed to actually, so we just put them in. So now we need to go interact with all of these to get them to be happy face. There we are. Now they're all happy faces, and then that opens up the blacksmith design. So now that is the blacksmith design for the Mithril Shadow Blade. So now we're going to go to Bree, and we're going to forge that. So now what we need to do is we need to head into the workshop in Bree, the blacksmith. So now, hello, we're back. Now let's forge up our thing down here for the Mithril Shadow Blade. So now we're going to go through that forging minigame. We will show you it.
Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured.
What? There we are. And that is the Mithril Shadow Blade
That's a thing of
complete.
beauty, that is.
So now that is the Shadow Blade unlocked. Now let's go give it to the quest person, which is up in the high pass. So it'll be a bit, but let's go there. So now here I am in the high pass. It needs to be night or this red brick quest, which is what we want to get our red brick, will not be available. So let's go on the trek. And just FYI, you are going to need an elf for most of this because you need to shoot and stuff. And you also are going to need, for over here, you jump down and then you're going to need a dwarf with one of those, like, I forgot his name, Dory, that's it, that's his name. So now just head across, and now you're going to need to head up this entire thing. That is not the quest for the orc right over there. That is not the quest that we are going for. The quest that we are going for is way, way up here. And then head through this door over here. And then there is our quest right here.
2 swords are better than one. And let's face it, sometimes your fighting buddy is otherwise engaged. Hence, my interest in the fabled Mithril Shadow Blade, which makes a new ally out of yourself. I'd be happy to part with this artifact that gives you 4 times as many studs if someone forged one for me.
Well, I already did it, so there you go.
This looks like fine craftsmanship indeed. I was just thinking then, if one Mithril Shadow Blade gives you 1 ally, do you think you could make a Shadow Mithril Shadow Blade to give him his own ally? Rather made my brain hurt. Never mind.
So yeah, and then there is our thing for 1.5 million, so let's buy it. There we are. And then let's go turn it on real quick. And now let's begin on the level, Overhill and Underhill, that we're going to be doing today. Okay, so now here we are. Now let's begin on the level of Underhill and Overhill. So there it is. Let's go free play, and let's go the high pass. Let's just pick Gandalf, and let's get started. Okay, so now here we are. So first off, to get the first part of this level, the first Minikit, you would need an elf. And it's not a Minikit, so it's the schematic. So you would need an elf, you shoot up here, and then you use the elven high jump to jump up here, and that would be where the schematic is. So now let's jump back down. We already got that in our preparing for free play. So yeah, just make a note of that. And now let's find a dwarf. There we are. And now we have our first Minikit of a few right here. You need to hit the skeleton, and then let's switch to Gandalf. Somewhere in here, yep. You need that power there, the light up power. And now switch on over to Ori, right over here. And then use Ori and switch to Saruman. Right over here, you're going to need to use Saruman right there, and then spin this, and then that will bring that down, and up will be the first treasure item. Right here, it is one of those things, and I did forget, but we do have to get our Master Burglar. So I will be doing that off camera, mostly getting the stuff for that. And then here's a ball in here, and then that is the Minikit that we already got before this. So yes, now that is all of the Minikits and the stuff for now. But in a little bit there will be some more stuff. So I will be sure to start back up the video when we get to those areas, so I will see you then. Okay, so now here we are. Now where you're going to need to go is up over here, destroy that guy, and there is our third one of those. So now, just a bit more story, just like usual. I'm going to get all of these things, and I did get the Master Burglar, now that we have the ×8 studs, which helps just a ton. So, yeah, I will see you guys when we get to the next point for those. Now, here we are. So now you're supposed to jump on that and then jump over here. But as you can see right down here, if you jump down here, there is the third one of those. And one of these with one of the puzzles. So yeah, and then it's really easy to get back up. You just jump on here, jump up here. There you are. And then the next one will be up there. So let's go up there real quick. So now what you're going to need to do is destroy this. Oh no, wait, it's right over there. Destroy that. There's your fourth. But then we need to switch to Gandalf and use the magic right there. And then switch to a small character like any of the dwarves. And go down here to get the big axe thing. So now the next one of the skeletons is later in the area, so I'll see you then. So now here we are for the next Minikit. So now you're going to need to change to Saruman, right down over here, and use your powers right there, and then build up this cart thingy. And now let's get in the cart thingy. And now you need to drive it all around so that it destroys all four of these things. There we are. And now you need to do, again, a bit more story. When you head up here, we're going to need to go way over here and switch to a character who can do this, like Sauron right there. And then right over here somewhere. Where could it be? Oh, here it is. There we are. There's our fifth and final one. Now let's switch to Dory. And let's pull on this thing to get us our fifth Minikit. So now there we are. And now all of the other Minikits are in later areas. So now I will see you then. So now here we are. We have gone up to about the hip of the thing in the Thunder Battle. It's very short after where we left off. And now you need to use Saruman to open up this thing right here. And in here is a huge secret cave with tons of Minikits and collectibles inside of it. So now here we are inside. Now let's destroy these guys. Now there are only two of them in here. Now let's destroy this. So now there are two of these that we need to destroy. And there we are. There's one. Oh wait, no, that's a lot of stuff that we don't want to miss out on. And then over here is the next one with a bunch of stuff that we don't want to miss out on. And now put both characters on these, which are pressure plates, and do that. And then come on over here and destroy these. And then let's switch to Bilbo Baggins. Here he is. And now let's go to his treasure trove and bring out the ring. Because this is one of those puzzles that requires the ring. And now let's take off the ring. And let's head up there. And now we're going to destroy this really nice map of Middle-earth. Sadly. And there is our 7th Minikit. Now, let's come over here and destroy these. And then jump down to that, and there is our Minikit. So now there's our 8th Minikit. There are only 2 more Minikits left. And that is by design. They are not in here, and they will be later in the level, and I will show you where. But first, we got 2 more of the treasure items to get. So now let's switch to our good friend Bilbo with his fishing rod. And here we are. Wait until it kind of lights up. There we are. And then, boom, there is our next treasure item. And now let's switch to Ori. And just... And then, there we are. And then there we are. That, just spam them and then they will stop automatically. And then now pick this up. And now these punching gloves are yours. And that is all the treasure items for this area. So now I would recommend getting all of the loot throughout this room. But yeah, I'm going to see you when we get higher up on the Thunder Guy. And then we'll get the remaining 2 Minikits. So we'll see you then. So now here we are. We are a bit higher up. We're up by the, like, sort of like pelvis area, I'd say. I don't know much about this. But yeah, so right over in this corner over here is a thing that you can destroy. And then, destroy that, and there is our 9th Minikit. Now you move a bit closer to here, there will be a mini scene, and then the next part is when we get up on the guy's arm. So I will see you when we get up there. Now here you are. It is when the guy puts his hand on his arm to try to get rid of you, and you need to buddy up, is when you start going down this way. You need to go down, 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 and right over here is where the thing that we need is. You need to switch to Sauron, or a character that can heal with these things, like Sauron, and there is our 10th Minikit. Now let's quit to Middle-earth and save and exit. There we are. That is the level complete. And we got a ton more studs now that we have studs times 8. We're going to be getting the studs times 6 pretty soon. I am going to need to figure out how much it costs so that we can plan that out. But yeah, that is Overhill and Underhill complete with, of course, the Master Burglar. We got 700,000 studs. Like a ton. And then we got the Stone Giant gloves, the Misty Mountain shield, the Workman's axe, and the yo-yo. Awesome, we got a ton of Minikits as well. It is probably going to be a Thunder Guy. Yep, that's right. It is a Thunder Guy. And now let's see how many studs did we get. We got about 600,000. We got about 1,600,000 studs. We have completely made back our investment of the 1,500,000 now. So yeah, guys, that is me for today's video. We'll see you in the next one. So long, and goodbye.